So let me show you the double height entrance lobby of the house and let us enter from this gorgeous veneered door. So you can see the open space, the double height lobby, and we have paneled all the walls. We have used the same veneer on the walls as well as the doors. On the walls, it's a spades design veneer, and it's a white oak veneer that we've used. And for the doors, it's a fluted veneer that we've used. This area pans into the dining area. This is the dining room, followed by the kitchen. So you can see that the veneer changes over here. This is a dyed Sokupira brown veneer. So the client wanted to have more elements in the house and to have a look that is not very, very heavy. So we ensured that we gave one area in one room, and then we switched the veneer in such a way that it does not become very heavy. Now you can see over here that all the walls are of the same veneer with a molding design. The table is in the same veneer, and the cabinet over here is also in the same veneer. We've played with a few elements of flutes, we've played with a few elements of glass, as you can see, but the veneer remains the same. Even the door is in the same veneer. You can see the door, it's a sliding door. And this is going to open in the kitchen. You can see the finishing of the door and how it actually merges and gels with the surrounding area. Come, let me show you the kitchen now. This is a huge kitchen again, same veneer being used, classical effect, and even the moldings are also wrapped in the same veneer, as you can see. And this is where we expertise in our woodworking. We suggested the client to have a kitchen that is full height. So mostly what people do is they take a kitchen that is about 7 to 8 feet in height, and the area above it is unutilized and accumulates a lot of dust. So we suggested the client to take a kitchen. It's going to look grand. As you can see, it's looking grand. It's almost an 11 feet height kitchen. And some heavy utensils or some stuff that is not being used in a daily life, and it's being used on a weekend or on a monthly basis, can be easily stacked in the upper areas. So this is the design that we suggested the client. The best part is the space, the movement space that there is. There are two islands in the kitchen, as you can see. This one is for a storage, and we'll be having an induction cooking over here. And the other one over here, this is for the family to have like a quiet morning breakfast or an evening snack. And we've also played with counters and the tall units. So we did not want the whole wall to be filled with the tall units and to look very heavy. That's why we've given counters along with the tall units. And we've tried our best to design the kitchen in a manner that practically you can use it practically you can use it very well. And also it looks designer with a lot of space over here. Even the back door is in the same veneer. So the client has selected a fluted design veneer for the whole home. We've just changed the species of the veneer so that it does not look very heavy. So the same design is being carried on the whole house with the change in the veneer. And the best part is that the jambs and the architraves in the curved veneer are also looking superb. And that's how we can see and understand the kind of millwork that we were able to do over here. Now come, let me take you to, we'll take you to the drawing room. Again, the same, you can see the same sliding door, but here we've used the white oak veneer so that it gels with the lobby. So once the door is closed, like this, now you can see it gels with the lobby. It's the same veneer, and there is no other element that is present. Even the table that we've just see the table, even the table that we've chosen, even the veneer for the table is also the same white oak veneer. So this is being done to ensure that the different veneers and different colors do not collide with one another. There's just one element of wood, and it's going to create an effect that is minimalistic and also looks good. Now let me take you to the drawing room. You can see how the veneer changes over here. So here we've used the dyed eucalyptus veneer in a gray brown color. And what we've done is that for the walls, we've taken a Burberry texture. So this is a Burberry texture, but the color of the veneer remains the same. And we've used plain veneer along with the Burberry veneer and also some molding designs over here. This is the TV unit. So the back paneling is in the same Burberry veneer. The cabinets it is in a plain veneer. And the shutters over here, these are in a molding veneer, but the color of the veneer is same. Even the table over here is in a dyed eucalyptus Burberry veneer. So again, what we've done is we've tried to make the same Burberry veneer go in the whole room. Even the details of the sofa, you can see the base of the sofa. That's also in the same veneer, the dyed eucalyptus, same one. And these are the small details that we've taken care of to make the home look amazing. Also, one more small detail is that the door over here, you see, the door again is from the inside, it's in the dyed eucalyptus veneer. So from the outside, when we came from the double height lobby, it's the oak color, but from the inside, it's the dyed eucalyptus veneer. And the same door from two different sides is in two different veneers. So that's the interplay of colors that we've played with. Let me take you to the room. This opens it to the room on the ground floor. And here you can see again the same oak veneer that's in the lobby. And the veneer is going to change when we go inside. Even the design is going to change. So here you can see the door. This is an amazing dyed Loro Preto veneer. And the door is concealed, it's flushed inside the paneling. So if this handle wasn't there, you won't be able to recognize the door. It's actually flushed in the paneling and totally openable. Now again in this room, we've done this bookshelf, we've used some flutes, and we've done everything in the same veneer. Even the bed side tables, we've done in the same veneer in a diamond pattern. So what we are trying to tell you over here, what we expertise in is using different species of veneer to make different kind of patterns, different kind of flutes, different kind of curved patterns, diamond patterns. Even you can see the furniture finger groove. This is the detail of the finger groove. So the finger groove also has the same veneer that has been wrapped. So this is the veneer wrapping that we've done. You can see the veneer wrapping being done over here. So this is being done specifically in a factory from a veneer wrapping machine that we have. And this here is another door. This will open inside the dresser and the bathroom. And it opens into this amazing dresser where we have wardrobes in the same dyed Loro Preto veneer with the same finger groove detail. So everything is being followed over here. Even the vanity and the dresser of this bathroom is going to be in the same veneer, as you can see over here. So once we come inside the bathroom, we see that the same veneer is being used in the whole of the bathroom, along with the amazing Satvario stone. And even the door from this side is going to be in the same veneer, that is the Loro Preto. And you get a nice view over here of the paneling that merges with the bookshelf over here. And the whole room being in the same dyed Loro Preto veneer with the fluted design. So now we are going to go up the entrance lobby. You can see the details of the paneling, how we have been able to merge it with the stone and then the light that is coming up on the carved stone over here. And then the whole detailing of the lobby. So if you stand here and see the whole lobby paneled in wood with the same spades design, this is a wow effect, and honestly this has turned out to be much better than what we proposed to the client in the 3Ds, and the client agrees with it, of course. And this is the kind of look that most people would be doing in the future. The best part is that all the walls are paneled. So all the walls have a tile. Then we've used dry wood paneling. And after that, we've put veneer on that. And then there's about 7 layers of lacquer. So this home is not going to require any repairs or paintwork for the next 20 years at least. So that's the best part, because if you have like white walls, you would have to get whitewashed in every 2 to 3 years. But here, it's going to stay as it is for at least 20 years, even more. And again, this is the first floor, and this would open into another big bedroom. That's the master bedroom. And again, the veneer is going to change, like I told you. It has been changing. And this is a totally different paneling over here. So this is a totally different paneling over here. We've used a ash veneer, and we've done a pixel design for the walls. So this is a pixel design. So the grains of the veneers are minimal. That's why you're able to see the depth of the pixel design over here. And the best part is all the paneling is made in the factory, polished in the factory, and just installed on site. And you can see there are no nail marks, anything you won't be able to see. There are no nail marks on the veneer. That is the best part of factory finished paneling. Here the TV unit. This is a grand TV unit, again in the same ash veneer. Big TV unit, and on the wall behind the bed, we have a molding design with a jute veneer. So if you pan your camera, I just shut this door to show you the concealed look. See this. So this is the concealed look. Again, without the handle, you won't be able to tell whether it's a door or not. This is the molding effect. This is the jute veneer. And again, the side tables being in the diamond detailed with the same ash veneer, and we use the side finger groove detail. So it does not open from the top, so that the diamond design does not look off. We use the side finger groove detail over here. So we use this to open the drawer, and it's on both sides. So if someone is on the bed, they can open it from the other side finger groove, and someone is on the side, then this side can be used. And when it's closed, you're not seeing any finger groove. You're seeing a seamless detail, and you're able to see a seamless diamond being formed here. So these are the kind of small detailing that we do that separates us from the rest. Let me take you to the factory default setting. Please open the door. So let me take you inside the dresser. So again, over here, there's a ash veneer being used on the wardrobes, and this wall is paneled in a weave textured veneer. So we have been very wise in not using just the plain veneer for the whole room, or else it would have looked very monotonous. We've used the same color theme, but somewhere we've done a pixel design, somewhere a jute design, somewhere we've done a molding effect. Here we've done a weave texture. So anywhere in this bathroom there's paneling, it's going to be a weave texture, and that's why this look is going to mesmerize you and not look very monotonous. Again, we come here, we can see a vanity. So this is a nice bathroom vanity. We have legs over here, finger groove design again. And in the vanity, we've taken very good care that, in vanities, you have to take care about the plumbing, that the vanities do not interfere with the plumbing. So we've made the design, we've made drawers, we've made shutters, and we've made sure that it does not interfere with the plumbing. And even if there's any issue in the future for the plumbing, it can be solved. That's the design and the modular structure of the vanity that we've done over here. Let us see the room from this angle now. And here you can see the grandeur of the TV unit. And I think a much bigger TV here would look even better. And if we close this door, then you'd be able to see the wall that is like totally seamless. the door is seamlessly integrated with the wall, and just because of the handle you're able to make out it's a door, or else this is going to be a wall that is totally seamless. Even the chest of drawers you see over here, this is in the same veneer with the finger groove detail. Even the top is of the same veneer. And we've tried our best to make this whole room as minimalistic as possible, but with design elements so that it does not look very monotonous. Come, let's go to another room. Let's show you another room of the site. So we are entering in another big size bedroom over here, and there's a different kind of a gray veneer that we've used here for the space. Let me show it to you. So here, this veneer is a hybrid veneer, and we've tried to use different textures and kinds of veneer for the whole side, again to not turn it monotonous. So what we've done over here is there's a seamless door, there's a plain veneer, and for the TV unit, we used a fluted veneer. So it's the same colored veneer in a fluted format, and there's a random fluting over here. So if this wall was in a totally plain veneer, it would look very, very, very plain and monotonous. But just because we've been able to do 2 panels of random fluting, then we've able to add character to this. And here this TV unit again in the same veneer. For the bed back, we've again used a square molding design, and we've again wrapped the moldings in the same veneer. Again, all these elements are made in the factory, polished in the factory, and just installed on site. And if I close this door, then you'll be able to see the look of the whole room and how it is coming up. So we can see the look of the whole room. Again, everything seamless. The door is concealed. To not make the paneling boring, we've broken it with a molding design, and we've broken it over here, as I told you, with a random fluting design. And let's go to the washroom unit, the dresser unit. So we push the door, we go inside. And again, the wardrobes and the vanity in the same veneer. Again, spotless veneer. On the vanity, there's a smaller bathroom, but just because of the veneer usage, we're able to see that it does not look so small. Come inside, I'll show you another fine detail that we've done. This is somewhere the client wanted us to give the detail. So you see this door. There's a veneer wrapped architrave, and if you take it to the top, there's a cornice detail in the same veneer. We've wrapped the same veneer on a cornice, and this is a detail that the client wanted specifically for the house. So we're able to take care of such small details for the client, and this is what adds grandeur to the sites. So as you can see, we've also used concealed hinges. So there are no hinges visible in the door, and this is for the whole side. There are no hinges visible. There's a concealed door closer. So when we can just, make the door stand at whatever angle we set the door closer at. And all the hardware is concealed inside. The hinges are concealed inside, so that we're able to give this flushed look to the whole site. So let us show you another room. This room also is on the ground floor and has direct access from the double light lobby. So the same white oak veneer in the fluted look over here, and just see this area. See this area. So total white oak veneer, and we're going to go inside, and it's just going to switch like this. Switch like this. Come on. So here we enter the room. And so this is a dyed ash veneer over here. Again, seamless doors. The TV unit is in the same veneer. And if you see behind the TV, have a close up, there's a fluted veneer in the same dyed ash. And again, the same seamless paneling. On the bed back, we've taken a square molding effect. The veneer is being wrapped on these square moldings, as you can see. So we've done a veneer wrapping effect on the square moldings. And there's a dyed veneer. We've done just natural acrylic open grain polish on this. And I show you the look of the seamless door. So this is the look of the seamless door. You can see this L corner where we have the paneling in the plain dyed ash veneer along with the door that goes seamlessly into the wall. And you can see the TV unit, have a detailed look at it. You can also see the side tables over here. Side tables are also in the same veneer, again with the side finger groove detail on both sides, and the veneer is being stitched in a diamond pattern over here. We can achieve any stitched veneer patterns. We can achieve a diamond, we can achieve circles, semicircles. We've done a semicircle on the dining table outside that you saw. Let me take you to the dresser. So the dresser is again in the same dyed ash veneer, again with the same Satvario stone over here. The vanity again in the dyed ash veneer, designed by us, made by us. And the wardrobes with finger groove. So the best detailing that we are able to see over here is that no wardrobe has handles, because people nowadays do not like metal handles protruding out of the wardrobes. So we've given a finger groove over here and we've wrapped the same veneer, polished it into the finger groove like this. You can see the detail. And these are the details that actually matter: the alignments of the wardrobe, the detailings of the finger groove, the quality of veneer. You can see the whole veneer is spotless. There is absolutely no spot, no knot. And the veneer is total AAA grade that we've used over here. And the finishing, the polishing, the millwork, everything that is being done over here has to be spectacular. The shutters are 10 feet long, and you can see no shutter is bent. Usually in a 10 feet long shutter, what happens is that the shutters tend to bend. But we use some technologies and some machineries that help us in manufacturing shutters that do not bend. So this is like if you see, the veneer is also edge bend, and this is like a 25 thick shutter. We have thick door hinges supporting this. And it is absolutely straight. There is not even 1 of bend on these shutters. And that's what separates us and our quality in wardrobe manufacturing. So this is the 5th bedroom of the area. The client wanted a light tone veneer over here, so we've used white ash in its natural form. Behind the bed, we've done a Grizia Panili fluting, and this is again being done in veneer. It looks like solid wood slats being done, but it is not. See the grading of the veneer. So the difference between using a AAA grade veneer and solid wood is that the veneer is going to be knotless, spotless, and there's going to be minimal color variation. So you can see the details. This is veneer, the edges have veneer, the groove detailing at the bottom has veneer, right? So these are the kind of small detailings that make the difference to a project. The same thing is being done behind the TV unit. And I'll just close this door and to show you the wall. This particular room has 3 doors that are concealed inside the paneling. And as you can see, door number 1, door number 2, and the door number 3 is at your back. Only this wall has 2 doors, and you can see the concealment and how fine way we've planned the paneling and the doors. to align with each other. And let me take you inside. So this is a walk-in dresser. Here we don't have any wardrobe, but just the paneling and the wardrobe in the white ash. If you stand in the middle of this room, you just have veneer on all four sides, plain veneer, ash veneer, the grains of the veneer, the grains of the wood, and it's just going to look so spectacular if you're a wood lover. I'm going to close this door, and here you can see that there's just veneer on all four sides, and it just complements the space so well. Let's go and let's see the dresser unit of this room as well. And as the camera goes, you can see the grandeur of the room. You can see the effect we've done. The side tables again, complementing the veneer.
Factory default setting. Please open the door.
So this is again a concealed door, and we are entering inside. So here we just have a bathroom, and we have a bigger vanity area. You can see the quality and the craftsmanship of the vanity. And just to design it in a way that it does not look boring, this vanity has a mix of shutters as well as drawers, and everything is so specifically planned that it does not interfere with the plumbing of the space. And we'll appreciate if you can take a view from here of the room, and you can see this angle is going to show you the kind of woodworking, the kind of millwork that we've done to achieve this look. And once we have the television over here, once we have some books over here, it's going to look even better. I switched on the lights over here. You can see the lights, they're placed in such a way, and they've been placed in a metal profile that they actually put light behind the veneer. So the lights over here do not come into your eyes. They're just going to highlight the stuff that is being kept in the cabinet and on the grains of the veneer. So just able to see the veneer, and the light is not interfering with your eyes. This light can be easily switched on at night also, if you're sleeping, as a night lamp. And these are the standard wardrobe lights that we use in all of our cabinetries. So this is the grand party area on the second floor, and we've done this design in a dyed eucalyptus veneer, and you can see there are three elements to this design. One is a plain veneer that you can see over here. One is the half round moldings that we've done in the same veneer, and the third element is this fluting. All these things are being done in the same veneer, and then the best element are these concealed doors that you can only spot because of the handles. And if you just pan out, you see the whole area is being done in such a way that all these four elements are accommodated. And this is being done in a pure eucalyptus dyed veneer. We're going to have a portrait over here very soon. It's going to be a veneer artwork, which I'm going to shoot in my next video. I have an amazing veneer artwork, a veneer marquetry panel over here. That's why this is left plain. And if you see the grandeur of this space and the walls, they speak a language of their own. And we have a stone design over here. What we've done is we've taken care to even design the furniture and the tables according to the veneer and the same veneer. So if you see this piece of table, it's in the same dyed eucalyptus veneer in a sun pattern. And we have some fluted elements over here in the same veneer. Then we have this amazing bar console. It's in the same veneer with the fluted elements. And the best part is that we've been able to do rounding, and we've able to do the fluting in a bendable, rounded fashion. And that is the reason that the grandeur of this furniture unit is coming, just because of the rounding being done on the fluting pattern over here. And if you just see the wall behind me now, from this view, you can see that there are many doors that are just concealed and flushed in the whole wall. There are 3 doors over here, and there's one sliding door that goes into the puja cabinet area. And these are being done in the same veneer with a glass element over here. And the whole room revolves around the dyed eucalyptus veneer, the white ceilings, and the grey Satvario stone. And because of these 3 elements interacting with each other, we're able to get this amazing look of the party area. And I am just walking over here. I can't believe the kind of work that has happened over here. And the best part is that the client is very happy, and we've done this work at a very, very good cost. And we've completed the site. The handover of the whole site has been given in about 6 months from planning to execution. That means, like, for 2D drawings, 3D drawings we've given to the client, and to the installation of all these materials have been done within 6 months. The best part is we're able to do this because we have an infrastructure that caters to clients like these. We can easily do bulk orders in our factory, and the client is also very nice. The client gave us all the payments on day one because he was very adamant that the site needs to be completed on time. We were just selected for 2 reasons. The first one being timelines, delivery timelines, where we are the market leaders, and the second one is the finish quality and the range of veneers and designs that we do. Just like I showed you a curved fluting design, the sun design. So as we have veneers in our own factory, we are able to make anything out of veneer, and we are able to process that. We don't have to buy veneer from anyone, so we can process all these things very, very urgently, and we can do all these things immediately for the client. Even in this 6 months, what happened is that the scope of work also kept on increasing. So initially the client had plans for just the wall paneling, then they went for the concealed doors. At the end, when we had delivered to the client, there was no plan for the furniture. But then the client wanted the furniture to also be in the same veneer, because just imagine if this was in a different veneer, then this wouldn't have looked so good. So we do not manufacture furniture, but just for this site and this amazing client of ours, we took an extra effort, and we did these furniture pieces that have come out so well and gelled with the whole. So let me take you to a home theater area where which just opens from the second floor party area via this concealed door. And if you come inside, you can see, you can feel the aura. And we've used a 3D veneer. We've used this diamond 3D veneer in the paneling along with the plain veneer. This is a dyed oak veneer. And you can see how this diamond design interacts with the light. And from different angles, you can see the light reacts differently with the diamond, and different shapes and different figures are being formed just because of the light. And this is the whole paneling. I just love the way that they've used veneer on all their walls. It's totally maintenance free, and it is also giving quite a luxurious look. Imagine the boring white walls or just a texture paint or the wallpaper wouldn't have done justice that the real wood veneer is giving. Even some people go for PU panelings, that's fine, but I believe that the grandeur of the real wood and specifically textured wood, textured veneers, we've been able to create different designs with the real wood. That makes all the difference. If all of this was plain, I would understand that it becomes quite monotonous and boring. But since we can do paneling in more than 60 textures, and by the end of this year there will be about 100 textures in the veneer, you cannot be bored of this stuff because you have so many wood textures to use from. 5 years back, there was no way that wood can be designed in such a way. You couldn't design a dyed veneer or a dyed wood in a 3D pattern or in a fluted pattern. But we cracked the code. We made a technology. This is a technology made over here in India by us that enables us to make these veneers, these kind of veneers, the 3D, the textured, the fluted veneers, and we're coming up with even more designs that enhances your spaces and is able to create a captivating look like this. And if you just see it from here, you can see me and the walls, and you can see how interesting this room has come out to be just because of the use of the diamond and the plain veneer in alignment with each other. And you can see how each and every 3D diamond has been carved out at our factory and then polished with seamless detail. And the wood over here in all of the diamonds, the wood has not broken. Usually what happens is if you do a CNC cutting over a wood, or if you buy any designer wood from any factory, you would see that the wood has splinters and then you would have to do a lot of touch-ups, and it's impossible to get this kind of a clean look. But at Karnav, the best part is that you get all these veneers and you get all these wall panelings, even polished veneers in a seamless look, and there are no splinters. You can see that the wood is not broken, and the wood is the grains of the wood are just carrying on in the whole sheet. You get a spotless sheet of real wood. That is the best feature that we are able to provide to the market over here. We have another room. So this is the gym area of the house, and we just come here to see the kind of paneling, the clean paneling that is being done over here. This is a cross stitch veneer. As you can see, the veneer is given an effect of a fabric. Now, there are two reasons we've used this veneer over here. The main reason is that if we would have done a fabric paneling, then the problem is that, the fabric over time with moisture, with heat, it actually fades, and there is also possibility of, getting through the fabric, tearing the fabric. But here we've polished the veneers, we've put the 7-layer coating on the veneer, and we've given a 20-year guarantee to the client for these veneers. So the client gets to have a fabric look, but in a real wood veneer, a more premium product, and there is no problem of maintenance or wear and tear in the product. That is why this design, this cross-stitch fabric design in the veneer is a hit in the market. And if you just pan the camera around the room, you'd be able to see that it actually represents a nice fabric paneling, but it is veneer, and this is a hybrid veneer. So being hybrid veneer, you can see that there is absolutely no grain variation or no color variation. The same color is being carried out all around the room while giving you this amazing look of the fabric. And you can see we've made clean joints over here, and there is, in these joints we put in the same veneer edge banded it and the same color in the joints. So basically these are all about 10x4 sheets of veneers, and we've designed it in such a way that all the lines you can see are clean and all the lines intersect with each other in this room and the other rooms that we've created over here as well. So this is a door. We've used a metal textured veneer. As you all know, we make veneers with the metal as well. So this is a gold metallic veneer in a cat design, and you can see the kind of look this is giving, seamless, and there's a bit of a shine that the metal has. If you get the camera closer, you will be able to see. And this gives a total metal look, and there's no need to polish this or maintain this. Totally maintenance free, polish free, and can be used for the exterior doors as well. Like this is being used for a door on the terrace, and this is what the client wanted. They wanted a maintenance free material, so we proposed them with a metal veneer, and we've used this metal veneer on the door. And we've used the same color PU paint on the frames to give this kind of a seamless look, and it matches with the door. And also it's giving the kind of a little sheen or a little gloss, you would say, the perfect amount of gloss that you would like for your homes, not too much, not too little. And this is like a material that's actually going to be a good choice for a show off door, or a show off paneling, or a show off area for your home. So this is the grand entrance. This is our main door. This is the Karnav main door, and I have not seen this design anywhere. We have been able to do this design for multiple homes. So this is a jute finish veneer. The second detailing, curved finish, as you can see. And then we have a brass inlay over here. There's a 75 thick door with both sides, this kind of a design. And this is the most luxurious main door that I have actually seen. I've not been able to spot a door close to this, even on a Pinterest. And this is a very heavy door, so we want to make it open and close nicely. So we've used a pivot machine. We've used a 150 kg pivot machine. So there's a top and bottom pivot, as you can see, with a soft close that operates this door. And there's a both side pivot, so we can actually open it outwards, we can actually open it inwards. See the thickness of the door, it's pretty much thick. And here you go, we can adjust the speeds of the pivot, we can make it slow, we can make it go fast. This is done according to the client's requirement. And you can see there's a double door with a seamless design. This is in a dyed veneer. This is a dyed Loro Preto grey veneer, jute texture, wrapping, and I don't think I've seen a door more luxurious than this one. And this has been pressed. This has been first CNC routed, then the veneer, flexible veneer, has been pressed by a hydraulic press in such a way that it's just giving this beautiful impact of the curves. And curves have been in fashion for a very long time. That's why this door is giving this wow effect that you can see over here. And then we have the biometric lock for easy access and practicality for the inmates of the house.